Hello students, it is class 9 biology. Today we have to discuss about the endoplasmic reticulum, which is a special type of cell organelle. And you should know this endoplasmic reticulum is present in the cytoplasm of eukaryotic cell only. In prokaryotic cells it is absent. And you should know in mature RBC it is also absent. Mature RBC is the example of eukaryotic cell, but in it endoplasmic reticulum is absent also. And besides mature RBC, in all the types of prokaryotic cells like PPLO, bacteria, etc., this endoplasmic reticulum is absent. Okay. Now, just we will see endoplasmic reticulum is of two types, in which one is called a rough endoplasmic reticulum and other is called a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Just we will discuss which type of endoplasmic reticulum is called rough and which type of endoplasmic reticulum is called a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Just I have drawn two types of figure of endoplasmic reticulum, in which this is called rough endoplasmic reticulum and this is called a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. What is the difference between both? Are you seeing carefully? If you will see carefully, then you get that in this type of endoplasmic reticulum, many small granules are present at the surface, but in it, these granules are absent. So, we can say those endoplasmic reticulums having granular structure on their surfaces are called rough endoplasmic reticulum, because due to the presence of granules, they look like rough. But those endoplasmic reticulums having no granular structures on their surfaces are called a smooth endoplasmic reticulum, because due to the absence of granular structure, they look like smooth. So we can say the endoplasmic reticulum having granular structure, which is called ribosomes on the surface, are called rough endoplasmic reticulum, and those endoplasmic reticulum having no ribosomes on their surfaces are called a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So, rough endoplasmic reticulum have ribosomes on their surfaces and a smooth endoplasmic reticulum have no ribosomes on their surfaces. Okay, so this is the difference between a rough endoplasmic reticulum and a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now, just we will see what is endoplasmic reticulum. It is a network of many tube-like structures. What is endoplasmic reticulum? It is a network of many tube-like structures which is filled with liquid substances. Okay. Now, we will see about the function of endoplasmic reticulum. First, it gives mechanical support to the cytoplasm of the cell. How? Listen. You are seeing that I have drawn a figure on the board. Sometimes one end of endoplasmic reticulum is connected with the nuclear membrane here. Nuclear membrane, whereas other end is connected with the cell membrane. Okay, so listen carefully and try to understand that in some cells, one end of endoplasmic reticulum is connected with the nuclear membrane, whereas other end is connected with the cell membrane. Okay, so it gives mechanical support to the cytoplasm of the cell. First function. Second function, a smooth endoplasmic reticulum, because the endoplasmic reticulum is of two types. So a smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in the synthesis of fat and cholesterol, whereas rough endoplasmic reticulum helps in the synthesis of protein. And these are the proteins and fat which help in the synthesis of or formation of cell membrane, and this process is called membrane biogenesis. So just listen once again. A smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in the synthesis of fat and cholesterol, whereas rough endoplasmic reticulum helps in the synthesis of protein. Okay, so these fats and protein which are synthesized by the rough endoplasmic reticulum and a smooth endoplasmic reticulum together help in the formation of cell membrane, and this process is called membrane biogenesis. Okay, now in vertebrates, what is the meaning of vertebrates? There are two types of organisms or animals which are present on the land, in which one is called vertebrate and second is called invertebrate. Those animals having backbone or vertebral column are called vertebrates, whereas those in which backbone or vertebral column is absent are called invertebrates. So in the, or we can say, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum of the liver cell present in the vertebrate helps in the detoxification of drugs and toxins. Once again, it is its function also. What means the smooth endoplasmic reticulum of liver cell, which is present in the vertebrates, helps in the detoxification of toxins and drugs. Okay. After that, endoplasmic reticulum helps in the transportation of genetic material from nucleus to the cytoplasm. Next function, it forms the intracellular transport system. So in this way, we are seeing here that these are the various functions of endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. Once again, just I am going to repeat it. What is endoplasmic reticulum? Just it is a network of many tube-like structures which is present in the cytoplasm of the cell. It is present in all the eukaryotic cells except mature RBC, but in prokaryotic cells it is absent. Okay. After that, just I have said endoplasmic reticulum is two types, in which one is called rough endoplasmic reticulum, whereas other is called a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. What are the differences between them? Endoplasmic reticulum having ribosomes on their surfaces are called rough endoplasmic reticulum because due to the presence of ribosome, these look like rough. Whereas those endoplasmic reticulum having no ribosomes on their surfaces are called a smooth endoplasmic reticulum because due to the absence of ribosome, they look like smooth. Okay. And you know, ribosomes, what is the function of ribosome? Ribosomes help in the synthesis of protein. So since on the surface of rough endoplasmic reticulum proteins are present, so we can say what is the function of rough endoplasmic reticulum? That it helps in the synthesis of protein. But since on the surface of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum ribosomes are absent, so they do not help in the synthesis of protein, but they help in the synthesis of fat and cholesterol, and these are the fats and protein which together help in the synthesis of cell membrane, and this process is called membrane biogenesis. Okay. And just I have said, in certain cases, one end of endoplasmic reticulum is connected with the nucleus, whereas other end is connected with the cell membrane. Okay. Now we will discuss about the function of the endoplasmic reticulum once again. First function, it gives mechanical support to the cytoplasm of the cell. Second function, it makes an intracellular transport system inside the cell. Third function, a smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in the synthesis of fat and cholesterol. Fourth function, rough endoplasmic reticulum helps in the synthesis of protein. Fifth function, a smooth endoplasmic reticulum of liver cells present in the vertebrates help in the detoxification of drugs and various toxins. Okay. And next function, it helps in the transportation of genetic material from nucleus to the cytoplasm of the cell. So in this way, we are seeing a reticulum, endoplasmic reticulum perform various functions. Okay. Now we will discuss about vacuole. Okay, it is also in your syllabus. Just I have said that in a plant cell only two things are non-living, in which one is called vacuole and second is called cell wall, and except these all are living substances present in the plant cell. Now we will see vacuoles are generally present in plant cell. In animal cell these are generally absent, but if it is present then they will be small in size. Okay, like amoeba, paramecium, etc. They are also common in animal kingdom, and in them endoplasmic reticulums are present. But generally it is present in plant cell, and you should know in plant cell a centrally large vacuole is present, which makes about 90% of the total volume of the plant cell. Okay. Now listen, vacuole is surrounded by a single membranous structure that is called tonoplast. What is the name of the membranous structure which surrounds the vacuole? Tonoplast. And inside the vacuole, a special type of fluid is present that is called cell sap, which is made of salts, after that amino acid, protein, sugar, and various organic substances. Okay. Now just we will see what is the function of the vacuole. First of all, vacuole separates all the contents present inside the vacuole from the rest cytoplasm. Okay. Second, it gives turgidity and rigidity to the plant cell. Okay. After that, next, in some animals it helps in the osmoregulation. What is the osmoregulation? It is the self water balancing capacity. Means we can say by the process of osmoregulation, animals eliminates extra or excess water present in their body. Okay, so the process by which excess water is eliminated to the outside of the body is called osmoregulation, and this vacuole helps in the process of osmoregulation. In some animal cell like amoeba, you know amoeba is a type of unicellular organism, it is a eukaryotic cell. So inside amoeba, food vacuole is present where it helps in the process of digestion of the food. And in same, means in amoeba also it helps in the process of osmoregulation, means it eliminates the excess water present inside the body. So in this way we are seeing here, these are the different functions performed by the vacuole. Okay, so for today it is enough. Okay, in next class we will see ahead. Okay, thank you.